in the Ministry of External Affairs, Shri Piyush Srivastava. With that, I invite Foreign Secretary to give opening remarks on the visit. So the floor is yours now.
Thank you, Randir. Good afternoon, all of you. Thank you for joining us today for this briefing on Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's official visit to the United Kingdom at the invitation of Prime Minister Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer. Prime Minister is accompanied by a high-level delegation comprising the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, the Commerce and Industries Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal, and National Security Advisor, Shri Ajit Doval, as well as an official and business delegation. Prime Minister landed in the UK yesterday and received a traditionally warm and festive welcome by representatives of the Indian community in the UK. Earlier this morning, Prime Minister was hosted by Prime Minister Starmer at the Chequers estate, the official country residence of the Prime Minister of the UK. The two leaders spent nearly 3 hours together this morning, during which they held restricted and delegation-level talks, including over lunch. The two leaders had the opportunity to review the entire gamut of issues in the bilateral relationship and also to discuss regional and global issues of mutual interest. The Prime Minister is scheduled to call on His Majesty King Charles III at Sandringham Estate in a short while from now. At Chequers, as you would all be aware, the highlight and the headline really from this visit was the signing that Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Starmer oversaw of the historic India-UK Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement between the Commerce and Industries Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal, and the UK Secretary of State for Business and Trade, Mr. Jonathan Reynolds. This landmark agreement will significantly increase trade and investment and economic cooperation between the two countries by lowering tariffs in key sectors, including labor-intensive sectors in India like textiles, leather, footwear, agricultural products, marine products, sports products, toys, gems and jewelry, and others. Apart from trade and investment, it would also strengthen innovation and technology collaboration. The two sides have also agreed to negotiate a double contribution convention, which will enter into force along with the free trade agreement and will facilitate professionals and service providers on both sides and reduce the cost of doing business in both countries. Documents related to the agreement are available online, and you may wish to refer to them for further details about the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement. In addition, the two leaders also engaged informally with leading CEOs of business enterprises of the two countries. These CEOs represented key and relevant sectors of the respective economies. They were from the fields of health and pharmaceuticals, gems and jewelry, automobiles, energy, manufacturing, telecom, technology, IT, ITES, logistics, textiles, and financial services. All the business leaders expressed great satisfaction at the conclusion of the free trade agreement, which they were confident would unlock several opportunities for businesses in both countries and lead to greater economic collaboration between them. In addition to the free trade agreement, which, as I said, is the headline from this visit, there were other deliverables as well during this visit, and I would just like to highlight 4 of those today. In order to infuse higher ambition and renewed momentum into the comprehensive strategic partnership between the UK and India, Both leaders today adopted the India-UK Vision 2035 document, which will steer the relationship for the next 10 years with a focused and time-bound program of action and initiatives in key pillars of bilateral action between the two countries, such as economy and growth, technology and innovation, defense and security, climate action and clean energy, education, and people-to-people ties. The India-UK Vision 2035 will also be available online, and I encourage you to refer to the document for details. Second, both leaders welcomed today the adoption of the Defense Industrial Roadmap, which will open up enormous opportunities for joint collaboration for defense industries of both sides. Third, just this morning, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the Central Bureau of Investigation of India and the UK National Crime Agency. And fourthly and finally, both leaders also expressed great happiness at the increasing collaboration in new and emerging technologies between the two countries, particularly telecom, AI, and critical minerals. This is being steered under the Bilateral Technology Security Initiative, the TSI, which incidentally is having its first birthday today. It has completed 1 year. And a statement on the progress of the implementation of the TSI has also been issued by both sides today. The two leaders also discussed the deepening of partnership between India and the UK in the education sector, perhaps one of the most exciting sectors for cooperation in the coming years, and they welcomed the opening in India recently, just last week as a matter of fact, of the campus of the Southampton University in Gurugram. It's the first such foreign university campus to be opened in India under the new education policy of India. And at least five more UK universities are in the process of opening similar campuses in India. Two leaders also acknowledged the valuable contribution of the dynamic Indian diaspora in the United Kingdom, which is a living bridge that connects both our countries. The leaders also had the opportunity to discuss at some length the menace of terrorism. Prime Minister Modi thanked Prime Minister Starmer for the strong support and solidarity extended by the United Kingdom to the people of India in the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack. Both leaders expressed a commitment to strengthen the global fight against terrorism. It was noted that extremism and radicalization pose a threat to both societies, and that there was need to further enhance bilateral collaboration and cooperation to deal with these scourges of terrorism, extremism, and radicalization. Prime Minister Modi also sought the UK's cooperation to bring to justice economic offenders and fugitives from Indian law. Finally, I should say, Prime Minister Modi invited Prime Minister Starmer to pay his maiden visit to India as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom at his earliest convenience. Prime Minister Starmer has accepted the invitation, and we will now work out the details bilaterally. I mentioned earlier Prime Minister's last engagement in a short while from now at Sandringham Estate. During this engagement, he will hand over to His Majesty the King a sapling as part of the tree plantation program that the Prime Minister has pioneered back home in India, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, Plant for Mother. This will be planted in Sandringham Estate during the planting season this autumn. You would have heard also the Prime Minister speak during the engagement with the media earlier this morning, and in their private conversation as well. The Prime Minister conveyed the condolences to the families of the victims of the Air India air crash recently. Many of them were UK nationals, and the Prime Minister expressed his condolences at the losses that had been suffered. Let me stop there. If there are any questions, I would be happy to answer those.
Floor is open now. As you ask your question, please do identify yourself and your organization. We start with you, Sriram. Yeah, Mike.
Thank you, Mr. Foreign Secretary. Sriram Lakshman from The Hindu. I wanted to ask you about the Pahalgam terror attacks. There was a parliamentary delegation here last month hoping to convey India's position and response to those. And I wanted to ask, out of today's meeting, has there been any indication there will be a change in the